Man, I started playing basketball probably around like second grade. Played with my older brother. He was 2 years older than me, so I was just kind of just following him around. Started there, ended up going into like what we call or know now is like AAU basketball. That was my transition. Then from high school, basketball ended up doing pretty well. Ended up going to the University of Washington. From there, that led me into like a short stint of some NBA experience, whether it was NBA workouts or summer league or training camps. And from there, started out my professional career with the Hornets, with their training camp. Then went over to Turkey, and then been overseas ever since, kind of just battling out, so yeah. More so just I've learned just about other countries' cultures, how other people kind of just tend to interact with each other, whether you're dealing with a Turkish person or now I'm understanding like more Lithuanian people as well. They're kind of similar to Latvian people because I played in Latvia as well. But just understanding how their cultures also reflect in their basketball and their styles, how you have to talk to them, how you have to play. So it's just been an interesting ride trying to learn and figure out all the cultures and mix it with my own culture. And my line of work is just being so far away from home for such a long period of time. I think obviously first starting out, like my rookie year through maybe my third, fourth year, every time I left, it was like, man, I can't wait to get home, blah, blah, blah. But you know, as you start getting older, your family gets older, friends get older, the people that you grew up with get older, so you kind of like live your life over here and they go on with their life over there, so that part gets hard. And then that's probably the hardest part for me, but other than that, language barriers every now and then, but now like every country that I've been in, they have done an amazing job of knowing English, so I haven't really had too many problems with that. I mean, I think family means everything to everybody, and family doesn't have to be your parents. Family just means like your support system, who has your back, who back you have, you know what I'm saying? So for me, like that's what I pride myself on, just trying to take care of my people and take care of people who take care of me. If I'm being 100% honest, me and Coach met in Vegas and we sat down. This was before any offer was discussed. He didn't even know that when I was at Bursa, I seen him coach Brescia. And I was kind of just watching how the team was ran, how they did their pregame warm-ups, and everything was what I thought was real professional. I kind of shared that with him when we had the meeting in Vegas. He sat down, he told me his philosophies, who he is as a man, before he was a coach, and all of those together just kind of made me know that I was going to come. I'll say with team goals, because I try and keep my personal goals inside, but the team goals, first and foremost, is I want everybody just to, or I want to be a part of bringing the team together. From 1 through 14, or however many guys we got on the roster, I want everybody to feel involved, everyone to feel like they're a part. This is a newer organization, so we have time to put our imprint on this organization. So I think if we understand the importance of that, everyone can be involved and help bring the Wolves to where we all want it to be. I'm dynamic, I'm fierce, I compete at a very high level. I think offensively, defensively, everybody knows me, I can score the ball, but I also compete on the defensive end. I like to take the best matchup on the other end. I don't really quit. I'm hard-nosed. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but I think like in those fiery moments, you kind of need someone who's going to be fiery and not afraid to attack it. And I kind of pride myself on that. Sometimes I need to calm down a little bit, but like, that's who I am and that's what I bring to the team. Man, just trust the process and not trust the results. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be ups and downs, not only in basketball, just in life. So through the ups and downs, the roller coaster of it, where's your work at? Are you going to show up every day and do the same thing? Are you going to maintain your same work ethic when things aren't going good, or only doing it when things are going right? And from what I've seen, that has separated a lot of the guys overseas, and just a lot of guys in any profession are those who stick with their principles, those who stick with their work ethic. Ooh, I'll try and get a good meal And then other than that, just listen to music. I got a couple friends back home. We be making playlists, and we be sending them back and forth trying to see who can make the better playlists and stuff like that. So pre-game, I'm just trying to get some good food and find some music to vibe to, trying to get in the zone. I mean, he's gone, but it'll be Kobe for sure. Kobe's like hands down my favorite player all time. He's my GOAT. All right, so if he ain't on the option list, man, Kyrie Irving or Michael Jordan, either one of them two. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. That question I could go forever. I don't know. That's tough. Gotten a lot of advice from a lot of great people, but if I had to put my hand on one that I still use or still think about on a daily basis, it'll be from Isaiah Thomas. I reached out to him a couple years ago. I was leading Turkey in scoring. I was getting doubled, and I was pressing to score, and simple advice was like, law of averages, you're gonna be who you are. Like, end of the day, if you're gonna average 20 through 30 games, that means some games you might have 10, some games you might have 30. Like, some games you might have 15, some games you might have 25, but the law of averages will never lie. So you're always gonna be who you are, and that is depending on the work you put in when no one's watching. And so now that sticks with me. No matter whether I have 5 one game, I don't really hold it over my head because I know I can have potential to have 20 the next game, or wherever my law of averages work out, it's gonna be determined on the work that I put in. So that's probably the best advice that I have gotten. Man, sky's the limit. Even right now, like, I'm a basketball player, but I don't limit myself to just being a basketball player. During the season, I try and do things. I got my master's last year, probably gonna get my real estate license this year. Just trying to add things to the toolbox. I don't wanna put myself in a box. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a very intelligent man, so I'm gonna figure that out, just trying maybe entrepreneurship so I can dive into many different aspects. Lately, it's been being a dad. Like, I had a beautiful little girl 3 years ago, so now most of the time, like in summers, like, she takes up my time. I'm trying to be with her as much as possible. Even when I'm here, FaceTime calls, trying to be on the phone with her all day. And then other than that, like I said, like, trying to advance my mind. Got my master's last year. I read every now and then, try to read a few books. I'll play video games with some of the guys back home. But I'm super simple, man. I don't got a lot going on.